You somewhere?
I'm staying here, upstairs.
Oh, really?
I think this is what white girl heaven must be like. This is what white girl heaven must be like.
So I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having it's with Will. Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up on him. Like,
Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Oh, God! There is a wild speculation surrounding Will Smith and Margot Robbie. Let's rewind to 2015 when Will and Margot starred in Focus. Their on-screen chemistry was so electric, it had everyone buzzing about a possible off-screen romance. I mean, can you blame them? These two were sizzling. Margot herself added fuel to the fire when she dished about kissing Will. She told E! news that his breath tasted like Christmas, thanks to some candy cane breath spray. Talk about spicy and sweet. Will got in on the fun too, sharing how his wife Jada jokingly warned him to stay in shape and not let Margot steal the show. Oh, the shade. But hold on to your wigs because things got even spicier. Remember that infamous photo booth incident? A snapshot surfaced showing Margot lifting her shirt to reveal her lingerie, while a shirtless Will stood beside her. Scandalous. Of course, insiders rushed to dismiss the rumors, insisting it was all innocent fun. But you know what they say? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Margot tried to put out the flames by saying she avoids dating fellow actors. But honey, actions speak louder than words, and their playful chemistry kept tongues wagging. They even teamed up again for Suicide Squad, proving that Hollywood just couldn't get enough of this dynamic duo. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, Will Smith's rise to power in Tinseltown. It hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, folks. Enter Jim Carrey, who spilled some serious tea about the dark side of Hollywood success. Remember that wild moment at the 2022 Oscars when Will slapped Chris Rock? Well, Jim Carrey wasn't having any of it. He told Gayle King on CBS that he was sickened by the standing ovation Will got after that slap. Carrey didn't hold back, calling Hollywood spineless and suggesting they've lost their edge. Ouch! But here's where it gets really juicy. Carrey hinted that Will's rise to the top might not have been all talent and hard work. He suggested that Will has some serious protection in the industry, which is why he wasn't immediately booted from the Oscars after the slap. Now, I'm not saying anything, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Adding more fuel to this already blazing fire, Will's former assistant and friend, Benny Medina, dropped some bombshells of his own. He claimed to have walked in on Will in a compromising position with actor Dwayne Martin. Talk about spilling the tea. Now let's pivot to the Smith marriage drama. Jada Pinkett Smith recently revealed that she and Will have been living separately since 2016. 7 years, y'all! That's longer than some Hollywood marriages last in total. Jada spilled this tea during an interview for her memoir, Worthy. She said it wasn't a divorce on paper, but it was pretty much a divorce in every other way. Talk about a plot twist. But wait, there's more. Remember the 2016 Oscars drama? Chris Rock roasted Jada for boycotting the ceremony because Will didn't get nominated for Concussion. Jada claims she and Chris buried the hatchet after that, but then 2022 happened, and we all know how that turned out. Here's where it gets really wild. Jada revealed that after the 2016 Oscars, when rumors were swirling about her and Will getting divorced, Chris Rock actually called her up and asked her out. Can you believe the audacity? Jada was like, "Excuse me?" and had to explain that no, she and Will weren't actually divorcing. Talk about awkward. Now let's dive into the deep end of the rumor pool. There have been some pretty wild allegations about Will Smith's connections in Hollywood. Some folks are saying he's been involved in some, let's say, unconventional activities to climb the ladder of success. Remember that movie 6 Degrees of Separation where Will played a con artist? Well, there was supposed to be a kissing scene between Will and his co-star Anthony Michael Hall, but it got cut. This set off a whole new round of speculation about Will's sexuality, but hold on to your hats because it gets even wilder. Tisha Campbell, Will's former co-star, hinted at some serious drama involving Will and her ex-husband Dwayne Martin. She posted on Instagram about how the truth always comes out no matter how many times someone lies. When a fan commented, Tisha replied, "They will lie till the end." Ooh, the shade. YouTuber Trisha Paytas even claimed that Will intentionally caused harm to her male dancers. She said, and I quote, "How about worry about your cheating husband effing one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?" Now that's a serious allegation. But here's where it gets really deep, folks. Some people are saying that Will might have been influenced by none other than music legend Quincy Jones. Now, Quincy's been a subject of rumors for years about his interest in men, and recent developments suggest there might be some truth to those speculations. Remember that infamous interview with Tupac? He allegedly revealed that Quincy had made some inappropriate propositions to him. But here's the kicker. That interview supposedly disappeared from the internet without a trace. Spooky, right? Now let's circle back to the Smith household. There are some pretty wild rumors going around about Jada and Will hosting some, let's say, unconventional gatherings at their home. Jaguar Wright even claimed she's seen young men leaving their place looking pretty shaken up. But wait, there's more. Some folks are saying that Will and Jada have been organizing these gatherings with much younger men. Now, I'm not saying anything, but where there's smoke, there's usually fire, right? Now let's talk about Quincy Jones again. In an interview with Vulture magazine, he dropped some bombshells about several celebrity associates. He claimed that James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, and Marvin Gaye were all queer. Talk about spilling the tea, but it doesn't stop there. A prominent YouTuber alleged that Quincy himself identifies as bisexual. They even claimed to have a friend with connections in Hollywood who had some personal experiences with Quincy. Now that's what I call insider information. There are even allegations that Quincy was involved in some pretty wild stuff when Tupac was first introduced to Hollywood. Some people are saying there were rituals and staged scenarios that Tupac was forced to participate in. Now, I'm not saying I believe all this, but it sure makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now let's bring it back to Will and Jada. The late actress Alexis Arquette once claimed that Will's first wife, Sherry Zampino, divorced him after catching him in a compromising position with another man. Sherry denied this, of course, but some fans found her response a bit too intense. Makes you wonder if there might be some truth to it, doesn't it? There have also been persistent rumors about Jada's sexuality, with some speculating that she might have a hidden queer identity. And then there's Will's friendship with Dwayne Martin. According to some claims, these two have been on quite a few vacations together, often leaving Jada and Tisha at home. An eyewitness even claimed to have seen Will and Dwayne dining together at a Caribbean restaurant, arriving and leaving together. Some sources say Jada is not happy about Will's lavish vacations with Dwayne, feeling left behind at home. Now, let's talk about comedian Bert Kreischer. He shared a pretty wild story about an audition offer from Will's company that led to an uncomfortable interaction with Will himself. Bert even suggested that Will might have had other intentions when he invited him to watch a movie. Now, I'm not saying anything, but it does make you raise an eyebrow, doesn't it? And then there's the whole Diddy connection. Similar to Will, Diddy has faced long-standing allegations about his sexuality. Some of these allegations involve a certain circle in his entourage where he supposedly introduces young musicians to some pretty wild practices. Now that's a whole other can of worms. Now I want to be clear, besties. None of these allegations have been confirmed, and it's important to take everything with a grain of salt. But the fact that these conversations keep popping up does make you wonder, doesn't it? Finally, let's circle back to that Oscars slap. Jim Carrey suggested that when Will slapped Chris Rock, it was his inner frustration coming out. He said the slap came out of nowhere because Will has something going on inside him that's frustrated. Now that's some food for thought. Whew, that's a lot to take in, isn't it? From on-set chemistry to wild Hollywood parties, from secret relationships to hidden identities, this story has more twists and turns than a roller coaster. Now I want to remind you all that these are just rumors and speculations. We don't know what's really going on behind closed doors, and it's always important to respect people's privacy. But you know me, I just can't resist a good Hollywood mystery. What do you think, besties? Is there any truth to these wild rumors? Or is it all just smoke and mirrors? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, whether you're a Hollywood superstar or just a regular person like us, life can get messy sometimes, but that's what makes it interesting, right? That's all for now, my loves. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy gossip. And remember, in the immortal words of Shakespeare, or was it Kris Jenner? The truth will out. Until next time, stay fabulous and stay curious. Bye.